replaced our fake tree about 3 years ago or 4 years ago when we moved, because finally some of the pre-lit lights were going, and once the pre-lit lights go, it doesn't look good anymore. So you got to get a new fake tree with the pre-lit lights that look fantastic, and it's just, I find it so much easier. So maybe it's anti-Christmas going with the fake tree, because I do know lots of people that will only go with the real trees, but no, I think it's just much easier.
It's anti-Christmas if your house smells like urine.
Yeah, well, that's not good. You know, some people have a lot of pets, and maybe their house smells like urine. Have you ever been into a house that smells like urine?
What? Have I been in a house that smells like urine?
Yes. Have you? Like, hey, I grew up on a farm. And, you know, there were some farmhouses that I went into. And, you know, I don't know if the dog had some accidents or whatever the case may be, but you can smell the urine right away. So you know, and I bet you there's some city houses. I don't want to throw the farmers under the bus or anything like that. But there are just some people that don't keep their houses tidy. And I do remember this one lady in Pouce Coupe, nice lady, but she was a collector. She was a hoarder. And going into her house was just a disaster, Sarah Crosby. It would make your skin crawl. And it did make my skin crawl. So anyway, you just have to be careful.
Speaking of hoarders, this is real. My grandmother was a hoarder. So her basement was this blend of terrifying things and fascinating things, and it was like a little maze. And she had a bird cage, this giant circular bird cage that hung from the ceiling in her basement. And there was never a bird in it. It just was in the basement. And it always scared me because I thought, why does it live down here with no bird? It just seemed like one day I would go down and there would be something in it. And so it was a little magical and scary all at the same time when you have a hoarder in your house.
We do keep the craziest things. And the nicest thing, and you and I have talked about this before because we have both done it, we have downsized. And you have to get rid of stuff. And getting rid of stuff is sometimes difficult because you're thinking, oh, I remember when I got this. Oh, this was a wedding gift. Oh, I don't use it anymore. Oh, it's collecting dust. Get rid of it. But, you know, some things do have sentimental meaning. I get it, but I have never felt so cleansed after you get rid of a bunch of junk.
Every once in a while, I think, I used to own one of those. Not anymore. Less things to dust, and it all works out.
Yes. So not for everybody. It's always the most difficult thing when you do downsize. You got to get rid of stuff, but sometimes after you've gotten rid of stuff, you do feel good. You do. You do. You gotta live the life, though. You gotta live the condo or the townhouse life. For more decluttering tips, text Sarah and Jock at 403-974-8255.
Holiday gift giving is tricky. Your uncle wants socks. Your niece wants cash.
4:59 Tuesday afternoon. Easy does it depending on where you're driving. You could be driving through some mist right now, light fog or heavy fog. Depends on where you are in the city or around the city. So slowly get there safely. Coming up next on the show, the way we are covering Christmas this week is through Dave Miss. Now, Dave McIver is from The Morning Show. He says he loves Christmas more than anyone else on this planet. And he says there is one scene from one movie that just makes you feel alive. We'll do Dave Miss coming up next.
Mist and -11 at 5 o'clock. Work on the southeast leg of the Green Line is well underway, with 5 builders shortlisted for the main construction work set to start next year. According to an update to city councillors today, work continues at 5 sites along the line, including in Shepherd, Barlow Trail, 114th Avenue, Ogden, and an LRT bridge over Blackfoot Trail. The southeast leg will include 16 kilometers of track with 10 stations, a maintenance and storage facility, 3 park and ride lots, and 2 river crossings. Wendy Tynan with the Green Line project says officials will provide updates to council on the cost and design of the downtown elevated segment as they get to them.
Right now, certainly our budget, the entire envelope is within our funding, but a lot of Director Huber's work and her team is the cost validation on the downtown piece. And so probably about a year from now, there will be a convergence point.
Engagement on the downtown segment is set to begin early next year, with a big decision in front of council by the end of 2026. The project's total budget is $6.2 billion, and $1.6 billion has been spent so far. Coming up, a hockey team in Airdrie is feeling the Christmas spirit. But first, QR Calgary helicopter traffic.
Side of town, it looks especially bad at Deerfoot and Stony Trail. Down on the south side of town, we've got a collision southbound on Deerfoot just after Anderson. We are seeing steady delays all the way back to 17th Avenue. Southbound Deerfoot is seeing around a 25 to 30-minute commute. On Glenmore, heading westbound, still at around a 20-minute drive from 18th Street Southeast past 14th Street Southwest, where an earlier collision has cleared. Eastbound on Glenmore, that's about 15 minutes now from Elbow Drive towards Deerfoot. McLeod Trail has reports of a collision southbound by Canyon Meadows Drive. There are some building delays through the area. Memorial Drive got a collision eastbound by the Barlow Trail exit with emergency crews blocking the right lane. And at Memorial Drive and 52nd Street, there's a major utility project with lanes reduced in all directions. Get 30,000 PC Optimum points when you spend $100 or more on cosmetics at Shoppers Drug Mart. A $30 value. Starts tomorrow. Conditions apply. For the QR Calgary Traffic Helicopter, I'm Phil Jensen.
Airdrie has run into a Grinch as it tried to collect donations during this season of giving. But the support in the face of a donation box theft has turned frustration into a heartwarming story.
During a charity fundraiser last Saturday, volunteers with the Airdrie Minor Hockey Association found their donation drive box vandalized and items stolen. It was a big blow for the program, but in just a matter of days, teams were able to rally together with a virtual bottle drive that raised $1,500.
I know that it is definitely going to help make a difference with our Airdrie families, help them feel uplifted in this holiday season.
Hockey parent Sam Murley said staff at Airdrie First were brought to tears when the extra donations flowed in. And director Tanya Mastry says it's inspired everyone around.
I just wish I could bottle that feeling up and release it so everyone could have it, because it is the most amazing feeling.
The program will hand out nearly 400 hampers later this month and are still accepting donations until Thursday. Skylar Peters, Global News.
Royal LePage says Calgary continues to have one of the most stable and resilient housing markets in the country. The real estate company has released its 2026 Canadian housing forecast. It says the median price of a single-family detached home in Calgary is expected to rise by 3% next year to over $828,000. Well, the median price of a condo will go up just 1% to over $265,000 thanks to a surplus of inventory. Royal LePage says Calgary's market will remain consistent and balanced through next spring, where buyers will benefit from more choice and sellers are adjusting to more realistic expectations. Mounties and Brooks are looking for the public's help as they investigate a string of racist messages in the town. A swastika, white supremacist phrases, and anti-immigrant messaging have been sprayed in 9 instances on public infrastructure. Stickers with white supremacist messaging have also been placed around the town, mainly on traffic signs. Brooks is home to one of Canada's biggest beef processing plants, which has been recognized for recruiting foreign workers. The federal government has introduced broad new legislation to protect victims of sexual and intimate partner violence and to keep children safe from predators. Justice Minister Sean Fraser says the bill will change the way some murders are classified.
We're moving forward with changes that will recognize the severe impact that femicide has on families, on communities, on people in this country. We specifically will be creating a constructive first-degree murder charge where certain factors are present when a murder takes place, including a murder that is motivated by hate, including murder that takes place during the commission of a sexual offense, and including murder that follows a pattern of coercive and controlling behavior.
The legislation brings back mandatory minimum sentences that were previously ruled unconstitutional by the Supreme Court of Canada and provincial courts. Breaking news when it happens. Our next scheduled news at 5:30. I'm Russell Skeet.